Hello, long time no see. I just want to let everyone know what I'm doing. Some will be aware, but some won't. I've decided to leave Queensland and move to Victoria. Actually, I'm already here. It's something I've been thinking about for a few years. I've always loved Melbourne and Victoria. And 2020 just was a crazy, topsy-turvy year, and it just seemed as good a time as any to make a major change. So that's what I've done. So I've rented the house out, sold pretty much everything I own. Everything I own now fits in the back of my ute, and if it doesn't fit in the back of my ute and I can't lift it personally, then it didn't make the cut. It's gone. But I'm already down here, and I just want to spend the first few weeks just travelling around, having a look around, before I have to inevitably settle down and get a job somewhere. So I've spent the last few days at Falls Creek. I've always wanted to go up there to the high country and visit some of the pioneers' huts, the old Cattleman's huts that are up there in that alpine country. So I've spent the last few days doing that. That's been brilliant, just so beautiful up there. I just love it. I'm on my way back down from there now. Not sure where I'm going, but that's the beauty of sort of not having any serious plans. I'll just decide later today what I'm going to do. But anyway, in the meantime, that's what I'm doing, just so you know what I'm up to. And I took a bit of video footage from the last few days, what I've been doing. So enjoy that. That might make a change from all the other crap that's on Facebook these days. And in the meantime, yeah, how about this view? This is Lake Guy at Bogong, sort of halfway between Falls Creek and Mount Beauty. How about the view? What's not to love about that? Oh, there it is. I can see it. Let's go inside. Visitor's book. They say that this is original except for the corrugated iron roof, so everything here is original, basically. The old fireplace there, and it's made out of woolly butt and snow gum, apparently. Have a look at the old floor. It must have been cold up here. Not much to keep the cold out. I wonder what they used this part for. You can't stand up in here, it's too low. Maybe it was where they stored firewood or something. for the fire. Maybe that's it. Try and keep it dry. Let me know if you know different. I'm all for learning something. Just seems too low for a bedroom or anything. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. Well, how fantastic that something like that still exists after all this time, and pretty much in its original state, bar for the corrugated iron roof. Apparently they put that on in the 1940s, but even underneath that, the old shingle roof is still there. You can still see it. It must have been a pretty tough old life though, up here in the wind and the cold all the time. Must have been a pretty tough old life. Anyway, I'm glad I saw it. I'm walking along what they call an aqueduct at the moment. They put all these channels in, I think about the 1950s, they put all these channels in to catch all the water that's running out of the mountains, and they channel it down to Rocky Valley Dam, which had a hydroelectric scheme. And there's all these channels that run along here, and most of this trail is along this aqueduct, and in it is all these little fish, and I'm pretty sure there's some kind of trout, like maybe a brown trout or something like that. I'll try and show you a couple. They're only small. The biggest of them I've seen is probably 8 or 10 inches, I guess, but I'm pretty sure there'd be some kind of trout. Break out of the wind here. The next little hut I'm going to is called Cope Hut, and it's about 3 kilometres from Wallace's hut, and it's only just up the track here a little bit. It was built a lot more recently than Wallace's hut. It was built for skiers apparently, in case they needed refuge out of bad weather or whatever. So yeah, have a little break, and then I'm going to make my way up the trail up to Cope Hut. Alright, so that's Cope Hut. from here I'm gonna, the track continues around sort of along the road a little bit. There's a very narrow trail that goes back, almost back to Wallace Hut, where I was before, and from there it's just a short little trek up the hill back to the car park where my car is parked. So this was a good little outing for the day, maybe half a day hike. I'm not sure the total kilometres that would be, maybe 6 or 7, something like that. Yeah, but just a nice little half-day hike through the mountains. Just on my way to see another one of these pioneers huts. This one's McNamara's hut. I just had to take a little four-wheel drive track, a couple of k's off the main road, and you can only come so far, and then you have to walk the rest. So that's what I'm doing now. McNamara's hut is this one. This is him coming up on the right hand side. It's only maybe 300-400 meters walk from where you can't drive any further. Okay, let's go for a look inside. Well, there it is, McNamara's hut. It's a pretty one. I like that one a lot. Well, they forecast snow for last night, and it actually happened, and I'm glad that it did, but yeah, I don't want to do this again. That was absolutely freezing, miserable cold all night. I thought I'd prepped reasonably well, but it's still cold as shit. Here's a bit of what my camp looks like at the moment.